Shalom, Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. This is another walk and talk. I'll just title this one all these curses shall overtake thee. You know, all the curses that you know, Jake, that's upon Jake, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You see, you know, the Lord has cursed Jake, man. And you know, a lot of Jakes, they you know, they buck up at that, you know, because you figure that you got a good home, you know, you got a good job, you know, you get along, and you know, you rub elbows with Esau, Edom, these so-called white folks, and they put you in a high position, but ultimately you gotta sell out. You see what I'm saying? You gotta sell out. You gotta pretty much trespass against the Lord, man. You gotta go in the ways of the heathen if you wanna get the crumbs from Esau, these so-called white folks, man. You see? And this ultimately what you gotta do in this kingdom. You see, these curses are upon Jake. They're upon these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You got a slave all day, you know, working a 9 to 6, 11, 12 hours. Yeah, hello. You know, you gotta do all that, man. You know, you gotta work 12, 13 hours to, you know, get paid every 2 weeks. Then you got some Jakes that, you know, like I said, they're in a high position. They get paid some good money. You see? But you know what? They got a slave towards Esau. They got a slave towards Esau, Edom. These white folks, man, you got to do what they say. A lot of you Jakes, you've been Maximed. You know what I mean? But you claim that you believe in the Lord and trust in the Lord, and you got all the faith. You know, when the Lord has all, you know, power. You know what I'm saying? He got all power. You see? But you afraid to get sick. But it's up to the Lord who ultimately controls that, the pestilence, the diseases and stuff. And that's why the Lord puts diseases and sicknesses on Jake like that, man. High blood pressure, you know, strokes, you know, because you go in the way of the heathen, man, and you claim that you believe, but you don't really believe. You see? You know, curse, man. These marriages on this side with Jake, man, these marriages constantly fall apart. The woman can't get along with the man. Constantly feuding in the home. You know, the father goes to prison. The woman on child support. You see, these are the curses of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. You see, living in the poorest conditions. You know what I mean? Kids got to grow up without a father. These are the curses, man. And then Jake claimed just because they got a good job that, you know, they ain't cursed. How? You don't own nothing, Jake. You don't own that business, Jake. And if you do start a business, you got to go, who you got to go answer to if you want to start a business? Jake? Who you got to answer to? Who you got to answer to if you want to start your own business here in the Americas? Huh? You answer that for me. And if Esau and them want to shut you down, they can pull your plug out your business anytime they want, and you can't do nothing about it except go to court and try to contest with it. And if they want to overrule it, they'll overrule it and take your business. You got to go to them. This is why the Lord said they're the head and you're the tail. They're the lender and you're the borrower. You see? You know what I mean? These marriages, the marriages continue to fall apart with Jake, man. All these young black women, they ain't married. They're not married, man. They're too busy trying to be harlots. The Lord told you that your wives would be harlots in the streets, man. You see? They would be harlots. Your kids getting gunned down. Like it tells you in Isaiah, quote me if I'm wrong, that the children are the oppressors. You see? The children are the oppressors. And the women rule over them. You women aren't supposed to be ruling the house. These households. You see? But, we're over here amongst our enemies, man. We are over here amongst our enemies in this land. And, you got to obey the rules. And the Lord made it like that. You see? You see? But these are the curses, man. We got to eat a defiled food. Constantly get harassed. I just went to the store yesterday, man. And you got homelessness all in the parking lot. All in the parking lot. But you got this one security white Edomite. He want to pull. A bike security cop. You want to, as soon as I park and get ready to go into the grocery store, you got all the homelessness in the parking lot, but you want to come and you want to come follow me. You want to follow me to the door of the grocery store and make it be known. But these are the curses, man. These are the curses. It don't matter where you go. You try to flee and go to Israel. You try to flee and go to Africa. These curses are everywhere, man. Everywhere. You try to start a business, it's cursed. You see? You see? It don't matter where you go, Jake. These curses are everywhere. We are under the curses, and another one is that you have an evil eye towards your brother. Jake can't get along for nothing, man. Nothing. There's countless incidents of Jake getting into it for nothing. Jake trying to walk down the street and say hello to another Jake, and they ignore him, shake their head. They do all that, man. And then on top of that, you have these other nations right along with Esau, Edom. They hate you, they despise you, they smile in your face and talk behind your back. They do all that, man. First to get fired, last to get hired. Betrayal. People will go all day and sit down and eat with the enemy, but don't have nothing good to say about their own kind. You see? You see? But these curses is real, man. A lot of Jake's parents, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, a lot of your parents are all locked up and in prison. All the way, man. A lot of Jake's parents are locked up in the streets. In a pen. You see? All day long. But you know, this is the way it is. You see, you know, you're in the land of your enemies, man. You're in the land of your enemies, and they hate you. They can't stand you, Jake. They can't stand you, Jake. But Jake can't understand that. 2/3 of Jake. That's why the Lord is going to send this judgment amongst Israel. You see? Just because you got a good job, and you know, just because you got a good job, and you work with the heathen. You see? And you know, you got you a good home. You know, even going back to these celebrities, the celebrities and sports stars and entertainers. You got a good job, you're making millions, but you are a slave. You see, you're a slave under these white folks, because they control and run everything. And this is the way the Lord made it. This is the way he made it. But you know what? The Lord is raising up a remnant amongst Israel. And the elect is going to be the first fruits to go into the kingdom of the Lord. And how glorious and how beautiful and ultimately the rulership that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the elect is going to have, man, going into the kingdom. You know, this over here ain't nothing. You know, the elect of Israel is going to be, the government of Israel is going to have access to everything in this universe, man. To go, you know, I was looking at that Artemis 1, or what is it, Artemis 1 or 2, quote me if I'm wrong, with NASA trying to go out there, trying to get to the moon, and all these different, you know, trying to go to the moon and these different planets. NASA's never gonna, you're never gonna put men on the moon. You're never gonna put men over there in Mars and Saturn and all these other different planets. You're never gonna be able to seek out the Lord's glory, man. You see, that's for Israel, the elect. The elect is gonna have access to the heavens of all heavens, where the Father and the holy angels dwell, to go out anywhere into the universe. These are the promises that the Lord is going to give to the elect. To go, the sun. There's over, you know, there's over what is it? Quote me if I'm wrong. But there's over 300 billion, 300 million or 300 billion. Galaxies in this, you know, that we know of. You see? And Israel, the elect is going to be able to go, the elect is going to have all that, man. They're going to have access to all that. You see? But, you know, we just under the curses, man. The time is almost up for these curses to be off. You see, because homelessness is plaguing this place. You know, and ultimately the leadership in this place, America, is just through the roof. The leadership, the American government is corrupt from top to bottom. It's completely corrupt, and ultimately too, their own people is coming against each other. Red versus red. White people versus white people. You know, so, you know, these curses is coming off of Jake slowly but surely, and on to you, so-called white folks, and to the other nations. So, you know, it's just a quick walk and talk. Israel got next, man. Jacob is next. Jacob is on the rise. So, but I wanted to, you know, touch in on that. But I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah Kwadash, Shalom, Israel.